Morning.
Good morning. Hello,
Good
everyone. What a
morning.
beautiful day it's turned out to be. It was very, very, very foggy this morning.
Yeah, well, you said it was a little bit warmer there, but today here it was like 1 degree when I
I know
woke
you
up this
guys,
morning.
everyone had frost warnings, that's for sure. But no, absolutely stellar, beautiful. It was maybe 5 degrees this morning.
Nice,
The water certainly keeps it much warmer, and so it's nice. Yeah.
nice.
So yeah, today I'm going to go mushroom hunting today.
Oh yeah, you did post a few pictures about someone, and people were commenting about that's
Commenting.
a deadly one. Don't play with that one.
Yeah. So yeah, our friend on the lake here has I didn't realize was a very knowledgeable about mushrooms. And so there's tons here and there's tons on our property as well. And I found some other really cool ones sort of back a bit in our property at the end of the property or the back.
Mhm.
So I asked him if he could come and show me, and yeah, just to feel a little better about looking at the mushrooms, right? I know that the Ugly Barn had a beautiful workshop day out of Seasons Pharmacy, and I think it was like $100 or $150 to go out and forage and be taught what to
Oh,
look for and stuff. But I was, of course, not there, and so watch out for those. Those are great. And then Emily, you remember the girl from our conference up north. She's from Haileybury area. She also then shared with me another program that someone did online last night about mushrooms and stuff, because this is the season, right? So
nice. Oh, that's
yeah,
wonderful.
yeah.
Yeah, and you have to be always very careful with that as well too, because I know, I mean, we always, take our walks through the bush or taking our hiking and different things like that, or
Hmm.
just whatever. And we see this. I mean, I have a pile of them in my front yard, to be honest, and it just you really have to be careful. I mean, it's not
You
something you want
do.
to play around with for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, you do have to be super duper careful. So,
Yeah.
but all right. So I've shared it and I'm carrying on,
That's
and here
why
we go.
that's why I prefer to go to places like Seasons Culinary, and you just get they have
Well,
is
the
it
Ugly
Ugly
Barn,
Barn?
yeah,
Yeah.
the Ugly Barn has beautiful mushrooms that
Yeah.
you can purchase there. Some lion's mane and some really amazing exotic mushrooms. And then honestly, on their do believe they're part of the farmers market as well. So they
Oh, yeah.
also have that available at the farmers market, but call them. They have a great Facebook page, and
Mhm.
then ask what they have. And they have dehydrated mushrooms too. So it's I love mushrooms. James, not so much. I would
Yeah,
put
my
mushrooms
family
on.
doesn't like them so much either.
Yeah.
And I actually I grew up with those little white
The button
button
mushrooms.
mushrooms that came in a can, to be honest
Oh,
with you. Yeah, so it wasn't until I became an adult that I realized that there was actually such a thing as a real mushroom, and all these wonderful like portobellos and cremini. Those are my
mm-hmm,
go-tos because that's
mm-hmm,
what I
mm-hmm,
see most of the
mm-hmm.
time. But when I picked up the ones from Seasons Culinary and I made this amazing, cream of mushroom soup, that was just like heaven. It was so different from anything that you
Yep.
could ever get in a can or yeah. And and it was so simple too. I mean, you basically just fry them up and
Fry them up, and
put them in some cream or whatever. But
it's
it makes so much difference. And
it's
the
that time
health
of year
benefits.
for mushrooms, right?
Oh,
It's
is
that
it?
time of
Okay.
year. Yeah, and it's the season for soup and
Yeah.
all things warming and
Oh,
nourishing,
now I'm
right?
craving some mushroom soup.
Yeah.
I'm
Maybe
gonna have to
today
get
I'll
out
make
tonight.
some. I
Yeah.
know I'm that's not on my menu for this evening, but perhaps I'll just add some on the side for myself.
Nice.
So
Nice.
if they're bad, I'm the only one getting sick. So
Oh. Why is she sleeping over in the corner, her dad?
oh, what's fetal position? Why does she look so wonky? It was fun. Jaden had posted a picture. She loves going hiking, and she's been hiking all again, and which is really great because she needs to get out and have fun.
Yeah,
And but
your
she found
therapy.
some black ones and some
Oh,
purple ones, and I'm like,
wow.
I know, right? There'd be like some magical mushrooms, but
I don't know.
certainly death caps, I'm sure. So,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah, yeah.
Either way, you want to be figuring out what it is.
I
I
think
always
the
remember that movie back in the 80s called The Bear, and it was just about a little grizzly bear, a pup or a cub, sorry. Showing my yeah. Anyways, and it was abandoned. It was killed by its mother was killed, and it was going through the forest and trying to find some more of his people, I guess, and came across some magic mushrooms in the BC mountains or the Rocky Mountains, and it was just I remember that as a child. It's just like, ooh, you got to watch those
don't
mushrooms
eat the
wherever you are.
mushrooms.
It was a great little
Don't
movie.
eat
I
the
imagine that.
mushrooms. Yeah,
But,
yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's good. It's all good. I mean, there's so many great varieties. So,
and the medicinal effects of mushrooms in the last little while has just skyrocketed. The research
yep,
that's
the
been
more
done on
research.
them with
Hmm.
regards to health properties and
Hmm.
I don't even know. I can't even say exactly what they are because I haven't looked at it myself. But reishi mushrooms, the
Reishi,
Japanese,
yep,
these are all
reishi.
very, very wonderful
And then
for
the
different things.
chaga is a considered part of a mushroom, but it's also part of a fungus. So fungus
Yeah.
mushrooms all get all kind of
Oh,
combine
chaga for
together,
sure. Yeah.
and then you have turkey tail, and you have all these really crazy, beautiful therapeutic medicinal
Yeah.
fungus and mushrooms for
Ah,
many uh, purposes, right? So
that just reminds me, I have a bunch of chaga here. I'm gonna make
I
some
do.
food.
I have it here at the camp, so I'm gonna for sure take it home with me again. And
Yeah.
I still think I have some in the freezer as well. I had Deanna was drinking chaga every day,
Oh, nice.
so she had a bit left over, so I took that home. But yeah, too. And then I never really know how I'm supposed to do. Do I make a crock pot and take a cup every day? I think that's how people mostly do it, but
Yep.
and then put it cold in the fridge or things like that. So I'll have to review that again.
Yeah.
Um,
I like to put a lot of spices in it, make like a
oh, a
chaga
chai.
tea.
Yep.
Yeah. It's really nice. Actually, I get my chaga from Nicole Cameron. They were,
Mm.
when you're getting your chaga, especially in this area, because we do have it in this area, you really want to make sure that you're getting it sustainably. You don't want to get it so,
Oh, yeah.
people
Yeah.
are destroying the environment and the forest or whatever. And when I make mine, I put it in a big crock pot. Well, actually, a smaller crock pot, but I throw in a bunch of like cinnamon sticks and allspice and whatever actually I have in my cupboard, and I just throw all that in and let
Hmm.
it steep because you're not supposed to let it boil, and just have it sitting on the counter and just like kind of dip my cup in every couple of hours. And yeah, it's one of those really nice comforting things that I have.
I'm just gonna go let the dog in. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
okay,
She's
for sure.
outside
Yeah.
complaining. Too cold for her, maybe.
Yeah, it's been really chilly. I don't know. My dogs are very much house dogs, and that's nobody's fault but my own. And my big Saint Bernards, and they just like, oh, it's too cold out here, mommy. I want back in the house.
I know. She's such a suck. It's because she was playing hard to get this morning and didn't want to eat. So now she's probably like, well, I'm hungry now.
Oh, of course, yeah. Cold
Okay.
air.
So tell me more about the female hormone tonic or the hormone detox that you have, because I was reading through, and I know I don't normally suggest a lot of supplements for clients when we're doing, because you want to try and keep
Oh,
it
yeah.
to
It's very much in conjunction with other things that
yeah,
you're going to be
yep.
doing. And the major thing for both of us is to actually change the diet, I
Hmm.
think. And it's really looking at that lifestyle stuff, but at the same time, products like this, which is called a female tonic,
Hmm.
by Biomed. I've got my my little nursing prescriptions up there, dosages. But this is something that I have found I really, really, when I was going through perimenopause, and actually when I was just normal menstruating, it was very much balancing for a lot of things. So it really like just sort of kind of calm things over. Like if there was a storm that might have been brewing, it might not have been to any major degree that it was an upset.
Hmm.
Um, this is a homeopathic remedy and or medicine, and it is what is it called here? Um, it's one of the ones that's like the most popular in European markets. So in Germany, where this company is kind of based, about like not based in Germany, but it's based on the products that come out of Germany, and it has like the same philosophies, the same medicinal products, and this is one of the like highest sellers that they have on their market.
Mm-hmm,
So I'm just
mm-hmm.
going to pull up the information with regards to it. And this company, Biomed, again, it has a, a bundle that it's put together with a lot of other products that are very much
Yeah.
um, will help the sustainability of all of the products. So I'll just read what it says here. Female tonic restores female hormonal balance, increases circulation to the female organs, calms the nervous system, balances out mood swings, stimulates the liver function, and increases kidney detoxification. So that allows for that extra buildup of estrogens in our bodies. And I mean, you can talk to that a lot more with regards to the xenoestrogens and
Yeah.
the all these different estrogens that we build up in our body, and then we want to be able to release them. So it helps for that increased detoxification. And it's an excellent tonic for all stages of menstrual and menopausal health. The bundle
Mm-hmm.
that they put together with it, they've bundled it with another homeopathic remedy, which is called Cardus. And I don't have the bottles with me because I finished that part of it. But Cardus is supports and increases function of the gallbladder and the liver. So it improves that
Which are
hormone
really
regulation and
important.
balance
Yeah.
again. So the release. Liver and gallbladder play a vital role in the regulation of hormones, with healthy bile secretion and bile flow essential
Mm-hmm,
for
mm-hmm,
hormonal
mm-hmm.
balance and excretion of excess hormones. So again, that
Right.
estrogens, and all of them too. So not only just estrogen, but the cortisol, the increase of cortisol. We want those cortisol levels to be coming back down to a normal level. I used to
Mm-hmm.
think, because I've got this belly or this increase of weight, and I've been just in my back of my head, and was like, oh, it's just menopause, this menopausal belly. But the more research and the more understanding that I have with hormones is that is cortisol. This is the result of stress and
Stress, cortisol.
increased
Mm-hmm.
work, that I have like decreased movement, and just essentially more of a increased cortisol than it is more of a decrease in estrogen in my life. So,
Mm-hmm.
understanding that we have to be able to manufacture, metabolize, and release all of these different hormones within our system as well too. So Cardus is a really
Mm-hmm.
good one for that. Lapa is the third of the bundle, and it acts as a natural diuretic for symptoms associated with PMS. So that
Yeah.
little bit of weight, water retention that we might get, or congestion, and supports blood and
Mm-hmm.
metabolic cleansing as well too. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
increased.
And
Uh,
it's interesting, even though I just, well, I think Sherry, my chiropractor, Dr. Sherry, induced my period this week. So,
oh,
yeah,
with
like
that
I'm
thing
like
that she was doing, you
I'm
were
like
talking
thankful
about.
I'm not thankful, thankful not thankful.
Uh,
But anyways, the even if you're going through perimenopause or that menopausal, you still will have that ebb and flow of a
oh
cycle, even though you may
yes,
not have a cycle. So
yes.
this will help, right, with the
Mhm.
whole supporting of the liver, your lymphatic system, your kidney, and still helping to repair or remove the xenoestrogens, because we can't avoid xenoestrogens. It's
No.
just you have to help your body do it better. But I'm reading through these symptoms and I'm just like, oh yeah, what hot mess mamas who are part of my little tribe that are not having well, this is what we're trying to not have, right? Is that acne or PMS or breast tenderness, weight gain, those headaches, those migraines. I've been getting mood swings, hot flashes, night sweats, and all this mental and fatigue exhaustion, right?
Mm.
So I think if you're ready to start, like, let's go, like, let me
Yeah.
know and we'll get this in house for you, and we can get you on that 5-day hormone detox,
Yes.
and then move right gently into a 21-day restart
Yep.
for the body, and then move into that wonderful monthly focus of hormone eating. And I love this bundle because even though you're finished the 2 months of the Cardis and the Lapa, the female tonic is going to be so important because the liver function for longevity, for so many processes of the body, is important to support,
Yep.
right? And it's not about doing a liver cleanse; it's
No,
about supporting and
gentleness.
nurturing and gentleness of the liver support that I always ask women to talk about with their practitioners, or that we talk about one-on-one. So.
Yep. Most definitely. I mean, if you take it the example, and I because I've been reading a lot of books by Christine Northrup
Yeah.
and all these wonderful ladies, that you take the example of how you would treat a child. I mean, loving, nurturing parents of both sexes, we coddle. We want to have the best for our children. We want to do all these things that are going to help
Mhm.
promote their own health, their own vitality, and everything with regards to what is the benefit to them. So taking that and turning around it on us at this point in our lives is so very important, and treating ourselves like we would treat other people. And this is something that I find that a lot of women that are suffering through a lot of this stuff at this point in our lives is
Mhm.
are people that have, always put ourselves out there to other people first, and turning it around and really, um, enjoying food that is very, very healthy and nourishing for us. Preparing a meal for yourself like you would if you had company coming over. Why not? Why wouldn't you do that instead of sitting mindlessly in front of the couch and eating? With in front of news that's just stressful on at every level anyways. Sitting down and taking the time to lovingly prepare a meal is another big
Mhm.
thing, and I know a lot of that about that, because I all the catering and all the foods that you do prepare, it just is filled with so much love and tenderness, and that energy just dives right into everything, and it just all these different things coming together, including products that are, of the highest quality,
Mhm.
are going to be so much better for an outcome that will, be amazing. You're going to really bring us back down to those, because I'm an actual menopause right now because I've gone over a year without a period. So my from what I understand, the hormonal levels go back down to prepubescent levels, from what I understand.
Adolescence, yeah.
Yeah, pre-adolescence, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
So there's no reason why we should be having, to the extent, the symptoms that we're having. It's other things in our lives that are going
Mhm.
on, and we're just trying to get back down to that nice normal balance through food and
Right,
movement and supplements and
right.
stuff like
Yeah.
that.
It is about when you're looking at longevity, whether it's hormone health, weight, um, cardiovascular, blood sugars, things like that. It is still about identifying that what's causing the inflammation, right?
Yes,
You need
yes.
to identify it. You need to treat it. You need to change.
Mhm.
And it's not for now. Like we're talking when we're 60, 70, 80
Mhm.
for the longevity of things, and you want to finish well,
Yeah.
right? Or you want to get through menopause easier,
Yes.
right? You want to be able to wake up in the morning feeling rejuvenated and have a little skip in your step, and
Mhm.
not have this chronic headache or this general malaise or this chronic uh, pain,
Like
right?
the stress and across your shoulders.
Stress and
Yeah.
pain and things like that. But I mean, you can't get out of a lot of the different stressors that you're experiencing, but you can manage them better. You
Oh
can
yeah.
help your body to overcome and walk through with better tools, simple little life hacks, and that can become really good practices as part of your life. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Bigger
and
picture.
I mean, I've had clients come into my office talking about other things, and I give them these little wee tiny simple, like you said, life hacks, which
Hmm.
they look at me and they roll their eyes and they say, "Well, no, it can't be that easy. This is a big problem." And I'm like, "Well, give it a try, see how it helps." And I think a lot of
Hmm.
people just roll their eyes and they're like, "Oh, she doesn't know what she's talking about," and leave my office kind of still confused. But it is a little bit about these little wee life hacks that you can implement into your life, baby steps throughout. It's not like saying you have to change your whole lifestyle tonight and never do this, never do that, anything ever again. It's about these implementing these little things and then feeling the results, which is more affirming than any book that you read or any story people tell you or anything like that. And you do that over the long term and it makes a big difference in the long
Hmm.
run. And I can
Huge
pretty much
difference.
guarantee you that. you know Drink more water, see how better you're going to poop right there. I mean, that's one of the big things right there.
That's a lifesaver right there.
you know
Just
uh get
just drink more
outside into
water.
nature, go for a walk. I mean, you can't tell me you don't feel better when you come back. It's just, these are the
I
things
love
that.
how I love how they call it forest bathing.
Yeah, forest bathing, yes,
I'm
nature
like
therapy.
I'm like, can that be any more granola or crunchy than forest bathing? Like,
Well, the 70s hippies, they had something. They knew what they were talking
they
about.
knew what they were talking about. Oh my gosh. Yeah, exactly. I always think that's so funny. I'm just like, forest bathing. Yes. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to
Yeah,
go forest bathing and run naked through the forest. Not now, it's too cold.
it's too cold now.
Too cold now. Too many bugs
Too
earlier.
many bugs.
There's nothing romantic about walking through the forest naked. I don't get it. Nothing romantic about it. There's bugs and
Yeah.
creepy crawlies and anyways,
Yeah.
we're being silly, or I'm just being very silly, but
Nothing wrong with
it's
that. It's Friday.
it's Friday. But no. It's so true though, to be able to just calm and relax and be able to just have that aspect of breathing in some fresh oxygen, right?
Oh, yeah.
And just observing the different the palette of the color palette of the forest
Oh,
and looking for the really unique things. And I found that this month that I've taken off, noticing the uniqueness of everything, right? How incredible to just sit and watch. If the squirrels they bathe themselves in sawdust and or they've been bathing themselves in sawdust and just watching the birds and watching the blue jays and all the different colors and the different moths and so many wonderful things when you actually stop for a sec and take a look. So
well, that's it. And you're seeing it with fresh eyes. I mean, because you've been so
yeah,
focused with work for so long that it's just,
yeah.
you just stop and, yeah, there is something to be said for rose-colored glasses, because it just, when you put those on figuratively, metaphorically or whatever, life
Hmm.
changes. It
Hmm.
really
Hmm.
does. Yeah.
No, it's good. And it's been nice this past week, staying here at camp and just really digging in and finishing some stuff up and be focused on business has been very, very helpful. And this month will be a busy month, but it is certainly that kind of finale, but also that big build up to things, right? The big build up of finishing 2020 well, in mind, body, and spirit, so to say, and just finishing and well and preparing for 2021 because it's happening fast. Like
I know, we're almost down to the last 90
it's
days. That's that last
crazy.
little push before the end of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and because we're getting so cool, we're it's in our frame of mind. Well, up here in Northern Ontario, anyways, that we're thinking about it more and more because it's getting so cool so fast. I mean, it's
I
just
was talking to a girl yesterday from South Dakota
nice.
and they had snow.
Well, I heard in Calgary or out west they had
They had
snow,
snow.
and like not a little bit of snow. It was just like this much snow. I know, and whatever they get out west, we get up here too. So
Yeah, like
it's
3
coming.
days or something like that. I don't know. This week, hopefully this week's going to be fantastic. Like
Uh,
it's
I
been
mean,
cool, so
it's again taking it with that, grain of salt. There's not much we can do about it.
no.
And, when you throw on those rose-colored glasses, go make a snowman. know. Stay
But it was
home, don't
nice.
drive in it.
Yeah, exactly. It
But
was nice to that it wasn't raining and we had such a great fire last night. It
oh
was
yeah,
beautiful. Yeah, it was nice just to pause. So,
nice, nice.
hmm
So,
making sure I'm getting my water in today.
mhm. I just wanted to make a little announcement for my Helleberry friends.
Yep.
I canceled my appointments up there this weekend, just because, well, I canceled my trip
Because
up there this weekend, because, it's a matter of finding, people that want to have the services. And if you really really wanted to have the services, I it doesn't cost for gas for me to go up there, for just people that are going to be dropping in, no guarantee or anything like that. So next time I will be actually going up next weekend because my stepson is getting married. So we are going
yay.
up for a wedding. It's going to be an evening wedding. So I'm going to be available during the day. So people that do want to come in and do their live blood or nutritional consult, or even I don't know if I'll have the foot detox with me or not, but definitely reach out and I can give you a link where we can book an appointment for sure. It doesn't ask you to pay full price for the but just definitely a deposit down, just so I know that everybody is interested to come and see me, and that way that I
Mm.
know for sure I can offer my services and be
Yeah,
there for you guys.
it's so important, right? It is
Because
so important. So
I know with
it
your thermography, people book. I don't know if they pay right away
no, we
with you,
don't
but
prepay. I know that Lisa in the States with her thermography, she requires a $50 deposit, and that certainly has stopped no-shows. So,
well,
I
that's the
mean,
thing, yeah.
And
And
I
it's
mean, and
important.
there's reasons to not, and there's
Mhm.
always time, and there's emergencies, and those things are always considered, but not when you're just,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
yeah,
My deposit is only 25%. So whatever the price of the service, I
beautiful.
just do
Yeah.
25%, just because it saves me, respects my own work as a practitioner, but also your time as well. So if you're not able to make the appointment, then definitely you call me and whatnot. But at the same time, it's a mutual respect. I'm coming up to be there for you,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
showing up for an appointment. Or, I mean, I wish I was there 24/7 to be able to offer services to everybody, or even in our own facility. But it is what it is. And yeah, so definitely if people want to come in and see me, uh, getting a hold of me one way or the other, or going through my booking portal, then definitely I will be there for you. 150%, because that's what I love to do. So
Yeah, well,
yeah.
exactly. I mean, so it's I'm always available to make time online or through the phone,
Yes.
even in the early evenings for people to just talk about health or talk about how I can work with you. In town, I'm in the office on the 28th. And then back in the office a couple of days in between. But September's busy and October's back to normal, so it's kind of really nice to be able to at least travel out to Chelmsford and travel out to Valcairn. So, and then I have the online workshops that I've been working on. So the Touch Your Tatas breast health workshop is one that I have coming up at the end of the month, and I really want women, and I'll probably run a special with it. I just want women to understand breast health a little bit differently. Just understand that, they're the cherries on top. The rest of the body is what you need to, you know, focus on to
Yeah.
for better breast health. But understanding breast health, what food, what supplementation, what oils, different things like that. So that's at the end of the month, and I know it's it is going to be Breast Cancer Awareness Month in October, and it's about prevention. It's about being
Yes.
green about things and being proactive, and so yeah.
Yeah, it's just actually kind of interesting because I have an ultrasound booked next Friday, breast ultrasound, because this is the route that I chose with
Hmm.
myself to not go through a mammogram. Not saying that a
Yep.
mammogram is bad by any means, but unless I really, really need a mammogram, I choose not to at this point and go
Nice.
towards an ultrasound perspective. And I have used thermography,
Yep.
which my doctor has a copy of the results as well too, because she was very interested in it. And I love the fact
Nice.
that a general practitioner is interested in holistic or alternative therapies and
Hmm.
modalities to be able
Hmm.
to bring everything together. That's that whole group where you and I do and work cohesively with
Integratively.
integrative
Yep.
medicine with conventional medicine, and this is why my doctor that I have is very, very amazing for stuff like that. She looks at me, she goes, Wendy, it's time for your ultrasound. She knows right away. She goes right towards an ultrasound because she knows that I have this
Hmm.
predisposition to do things a little differently.
Nice.
So yeah, so we can connect and talk about that. I don't know if
Yeah, we
we
should
should get
actually
a
do your breast imaging again. So,
yes, it'd be interesting because I think it was what, July? No, when did I do mine?
ooh,
Oh
no,
no, it was last
last fall.
fall. Yeah,
Mhm.
so it'll be very interesting to get
Yeah,
to that
in
point
a
now.
lot of cases, I mean, the thermography is an adjunctive tool,
Yes.
and it's not the definitive, right? It is part of a whole entire program that has been created, and you want to be able to look at the physiology. You want to be able to hone in and and look at things differently, and that's where even in the whole program, you want to have that. And you want to have your hormones checked, and you want to check your livers, and you want to check your inflammatory markers, and you just want to be able to understand the processes of your body,
Yeah.
um, and be aware, right? And that's why live blood and thermography and all the things outside of that normal, um, it gives you a different perspective,
What
right?
is normal though? That's the thing.
I
And that's the one
You
thing
know
that
what I
I
mean.
was taught. And like one of the first things that I was taught in nursing school is that, okay, blood pressure is 120/80. But how often do you actually see that? This is like textbook normal. You never see that.
Yeah.
There's like an imaginary being out there that has like 120/80 is 5 foot 8 2/3 and weighs blah blah blah, and there's that, and nobody fits into that normal, which is interesting because what is normal for you is not necessarily going to be normal for me either. So
Hmm.
it's that whole finding a balance, I believe, which what really works best for you. And
Hmm.
that's the holistic end of things with what you and I do best, because we don't see specifically images. We don't see thermography images. We don't see the live blood image, and just that's it, that's all. It's a matter of taking that plus this plus this plus this plus this and putting them all together, and that's what makes you the person that you are.
Yeah.
And that's the amazing thing about holistic nutrition. Yes, it has nutrition, but it's holistic lifestyle. It's holistic practicing. It's a holistic mentality or mindset. It's a holistic everything, and it takes all
Hmm.
of that and makes everything that you are.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amen to that. Amen to that. Preach it, sister. Preach it. Preach it. All right.
So yeah, that's my preach for Friday. There we
I
go.
love it. I love
Okay.
it. And we'll end on that note.
Yeah.
No,
So
no, I think it's
you know,
good. It's going to be a great day, and it is beautiful, and get outside today. And I hope the kids all had a great week at school, and I hope everyone had a great week online who's taking school online, and just being able to roll with the punches, don't stress about it. It's going to be a long year if you start stressing already
Oh
the
my
first week.
goodness.
So,
Yeah. Try to get some rest time in on the weekend, because I know this week has been stressful for a lot of people. And yeah, exactly. It's just, you got to roll with it.
you have to roll with it. That's for sure. It's a difficult time, and it won't, yeah.
Yeah, it's like the snow coming. We can't do anything about it
Can't
at
do
this
anything about
point.
it. Relax and breathe.
Yeah.
Relax and breathe.
And if
So,
you want some more information with regards to the hormone bundle or the products that we were talking about today, connect with Dana, especially because she's the hormone expert. And she can definitely set you up with any of these products that you might need, or anything similar to that, for sure. So
absolutely.
definitely,
I
yeah.
love it. I love it.
All right.
Everyone have an incredible day today, and we will see you back again on Monday.
Yes. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Thank you for joining us.